Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this by now. Your boy Ray is a little bit of a pin connoisseur here in Brawl Stars. I like pins a lot. We have an ongoing series here on the channel where we open up a copious amount of epic pin packs or epic pin offers every single week in the ballpark of about 25 different pins. So you can expect that my pin collection is quite vast here in the game, but the question is how many pins do I actually own in Brawl Stars? To be honest, I don't even know that number myself, but we're going to be finding out here in today's video. So call it somewhat of a special in this pin pack series that we have on my channel. I think it's going to be an incredibly fun time. Hope you're all pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go! So if you guys enjoy this special episode on this series, be sure to let me know by subscribing to the channel, as well as maybe hitting this video up with a like. It all goes a very, very long way. I am very curious myself to see what we're working with here in Brawl Stars when it comes to the pins. So yeah, that'd be really cool. So how this is going to be organized is I'm going to be hopping onto every single one of my accounts, counting every single pin that I've obtained out of pin packs, epic pin packs, or epic pin offers. And just to make it a little bit more spicy, I'm going to be selecting my absolute favorite pin on each and every one of the accounts. So it's going to be hard to pick, to be completely honest. There's a ton of pins on each of these. But yeah, without any further ado, we're over here on the Razor Beam accounts, the one that usually carries the torch in our pin pack openings. So it's time to take a look at how many pins your boy has over here. It always surprises me whenever I take a look at the pins on these accounts because, my goodness, it's like insane. And it does not match up to my main account. That account has so many, but I'm still curious. Let's see how many we have over here. Freaking Shelly pins. It hurts seeing a whole row of them. I'm telling you that much. Yikes. So over here on the Razor Beam account, we have a grand total of 98 different pins that I've opened up out of pin packs. Now, it's important to keep in mind as we move along here in today's video, I'm not going to be selecting special pins that we got during specific events or the default pins. A perfect example is like the Daryl Mega Brawl Box pin, which we got completely free. So I'm not going to be counting those types of things, but first to count, 98. Crazy. And this might be coming as a little bit of a surprise, but my favorite pin over here is most definitely Colt Pew Pew. We do have Heart Mortis, but Colt Pew Pew hits different. I think it's my favorite pin in the world. It's the best. Next, we are over here on Ray V2. I am curious to see how many we have over here. I know this is a pretty old account, so let's see. All right, guys, the list is looking pretty dang hefty. Maybe not as big as Razor Beam, but let's count these up. Too many Rosa and Shelly pins over here, I'm telling you that much. Holy crap. So we have a grand total of 92 pins over here. Holy crap, that is a ton. And my favorite pin, of course, is Colt Pew Pew. We got it on back-to-back accounts here. Let's freaking go Colt Pew Pew all day long. Look at that. It's beautiful. Next, we are over here on the Road to Purple Iron Man Challenge accounts. Now, I've had this account forever. It is ancient, so I wouldn't be surprised if we had more than the previous two that we just got done looking at. So let's count these bad boys up. Holy crap, we only have one tick pin over here. That's insane. So we have a total of 93 different pins over here. We have a ton of different brawlers, so we're a bit more diverse with the pins that we have for each of the different brawlers, so that makes it even more fun, I think, to sort through. Now, my favorite pin over here has to be the Tara Special. We don't have any crazy significant ones over there. We do have Colt Love, but I love special pins, and just because I have a certain pin for one of my favorite brawlers doesn't mean it's going to be my favorite. Special Tara pin is so dang good. I love her animations. But moving along. So next up, we're over here on the Oino Eno account, and did you guys know that you can't open up a friendly battle if you're not experience level 3? I found that really, really interesting. I didn't know that. You'll learn new things every single day here in Brawl Stars, but let's see what we're working with over here. Not too shabby. It's actually looking pretty dang hefty compared to most others, so let's count these up. So we have a total of 94 different pins over here. Guys, we're kind of in the ballpark of 90, but I think for other accounts we might be a tiny bit more. We'll have to wait and see. And I think it's a toss-up for my favorite pin over on this account for Griff Special, seeing that he is a newer brawler at the point that I'm recording this video, or I have to go with Leon Hart. I love Leon Hart so dang much. It is beautiful. He turns invisible, man. How could you not like this pin? Poco Special is also amazing, guys. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I'm going with Leon. Next up is our blue Iron Man Challenge account, and I'm not going to be guessing to see if this account is any more than what we already seen here in today's video, because my goodness, I'm not having a good eyeball for these types of things. I guess it kind of seems like a lot, right? Let's get into it. You guys, we have 100 pins on the dot over here, our highest account so far, and we do have Mortis Love on this account, so I think I'm going to have to go with that one. But I want you all to know that I'm not going to be proceeding here in today's video just to select my favorite pins out of them because they're my favorite brawler. I'm going to go on like rarity. Is it rare to have a certain type of pin on this account? Such as I was very, very close to going with the 8-bit love because I don't really get to see 8-bit love in a lot of pin pack openings because I don't have a lot of 8-bits unlocked on my accounts. So we're going to be going by that metric, not always just like a Mortis Love if I have it on that account, right? So next, we are over here on a failed Road to Purple Iron Man Challenge account that is somewhat of a mini gemmed out account. So it's not going to have a whole lot of pins, but we do have pins over here. So taking a look, not too shabby, not a lot though. A lot of ones that I hate. So we have a grand total of 45 pins over here. And if I had to pick my favorite one, it's going to be Shelly Love. Just kidding. Screw this freaking pin. Did you guys fall for it? I bet you didn't. I have to go with Daryl Love. It's one of my favorite love pins just because it's cool to see Daryl like hide away in this barrel. He's all shy like that. So if I don't have a whole lot to select from and this one is one of them, I'm going to have to go with it. It is such a great pin. Happy we have it over here. Next on our list is our very first Ray with 2Y accounts where we do have quite a bit of pins over here. So I'm excited to see what we're working with. What's the coolest pin I got over on this account? Let us see what we have. I see a good one. Let's count it up. So on the Ray with 2Y accounts, we have a grand total of 77 different pins. Not a crazy amount, not as much as our first starter accounts that we went over here in today's video, but not a bad amount. That's pretty hefty if you ask me. And I have to go, of course, with my Colt Pew Pew. Seeing that we do have less of an amount over here, it's pretty rare that we got Colt Special. So your boy has to go with it. It is such a great pin, man. Colt Pew Pew. It never gets old. Next up, time for the I Have Brock account, my cursed Brock account. So let's see what we're working with over here, guys. I'm really enjoying this. It's cool to look back. You open up all these pins, but you never really get the chance, or you don't do it very often, to just take a look at your collection. It's so much fun. So we have a total of 75 different pins over on this account, and I'm not gonna lie, this one is a little bit challenging to select my favorite one for because we have a ton of amazing ones. We have Colt Pew Pew, we have Poco Special down here, we even have a bunch of really awesome Squeak pins, including Squeak Special and Squeak Love, but I think I'm going to be going with Brock Love over here because this is the I Have Brock account. I mean, come on, Brock is in the name. It's awesome to have his pins over here and flex those pins in game when I'm playing on this account. So gotta go with Brock Love. Let's go, you guys. We're over here on the Road to Green Iron Man Challenge account where we don't have as many brawlers as the blue or the purple, but I think we should have relatively the same amount of pins. We'll have to wait and see. So taking a look at it, a pretty dang good spread. Not too bad, guys. This account is stacked with cool pins. Let's count them up. So we have 83 pins on the Green Iron Man Challenge account. And guys, I gotta go with it again. Colt Pew Pew. I have to say, this is my favorite pin. I think it's my favorite pin. It's so freaking adorable. I love it. So the second Ray with 2Y account where we're only experience level 1, but that's not gonna hold us back for collecting as many awesome pins as we can over here. So let's see what we're working with. Come on, you guys. I'm excited. And I think I know what type of pins over here. Oh yeah, okay. Let's get into it. So the grand total over here is a whopping 82. Not too shabby for an experience level 1 if you ask me. We flex the pin collections, not necessarily the trophies or the levels on these accounts, but my absolute favorite pin over here is of course Gene Love. He has one of the best heart animations in the entire game and it's freaking adorable. Gene has some phenomenal pins and Gene Love is my favorite out of all the Gene pins, so let's freaking go. It's a rare one on my account, so I love to see it. It is time for Lucky Ray Lucky, where as its name implies, it's been pretty dang lucky in the past. So I think this collection is going to be pretty dang good over here. So let's see. Yeah, guys, it's pretty stacked over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dang good, but let's count this up. Okay, guys, so we have a total of 88 different pins over here on Lucky Ray Lucky, and this is a very hard pick for my favorite pin on this account. It's between about 3 different brawlers. We have Mortis Heart, Tara Heart, we also have Jean Heart, which I really didn't take into consideration when I was looking through these pins, and we have Byron Heart. My goodness, all these pins are so dang good, but which one am I gonna pick for my favorite on this account? You know what? I'm going to go with Byron Heart, seeing that I don't have this pin on a lot of my other accounts, so it's somewhat rare in my eyes, and I love the cute little heart there. Look at it, dude. It's like a little snake. I love it so much. It's such a great pin, so we're going to be going with that one, although there were a ton of great ones on this account. So next, a failed Road to Purple Iron Man Challenge account, where we actually got Shelly to 500 trophies, but we just ended up failing it by opening up a brawler by accident, I believe. So let's see what we got over here. Everybody, come on, let me see the cool pins. Let's go. Not many, but a lot of cool ones. So we have 44 different pins over here on the failed Road to Purple Iron Man Challenge account, and I think this one is pretty dang easy to pick from. I'm gonna be going with Squeak Special. A very close second is gonna be Squeak Love, but I got a good feeling that Squeak Special is gonna have a really awesome animation, as do all the other special pins here in Brawl Stars. So I think this is my favorite pin on this account. Next up, one of my many failed Cursed Dynamite accounts, which we just recently started getting more pins over here, so I don't expect a whole ton of different pins on these failed Cursed Dynamite accounts, but hey, maybe it will surprise me. Let's do it. Ooh, we actually got quite a few. We're definitely going to be counting the chromatic pins because I've obtained them fairly and squarely. Just not the special pins because they were gotten like an offer or something like that. So slight change to the rules when it comes to the chromatic brawlers. I'm not going to be counting their skinned pins. Basically, I want an overall estimate of how many pins that I have on my accounts that I've pulled from pin packs, right? And we've gotten that along the Brawl Pass, so I think that is completely fair. So with that in mind, we have a total of 54 different pins on this failed Ray Dyna account. And I mean, come on, I think this one is a very, very easy pick. Dynamite Love all day freaking long, guys. This account's name is Ray Dyna. We gotta go with the Dyna Love. It's so freaking good. Next over here on the Brawladays Ray account, and there is a reason why it's one of my favorite accounts to open up pin packs on, because it's got some pretty dang rare pins. So taking a look at what we're working with here, let's count it up and then pick my favorite one. So we have 55 different pins on the Brawladays Ray account, and by far in a big way, my favorite pin over here is the Edgar Love. You guys know how much I rave about this pin, seeing how it is so dang unique. I mean, what other love pin in the game has them crying? It doesn't make any sense, and you got the black heart. I think it's really, really cool. It's so dang unique. I adore this pin. So moving along to my failed Cursed Tara account, where it's turned into a fun little other cursed project that I really, really enjoy. So let's see how many pins we're working with over here. So we're only working with 39 different pins, but if you ask me, we got quite a few really, really good pins over here. I think my favorite, if I had to select, is Sandy Special. We do have a Poco Special over here, but I think Sandy Special is so dang good. He's like shooting out stars of his sandbag. Even though Poco Special is amazing, I find this pin to be just a bit more rare and hard to get, so I'll pick this one. Now it's time for the actual Cursed Tara account, where of course we're not going to have a whole lot of pins, but the pins that we do have are the pins that we actually wanted on this account. So let's take a look at what we got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different pins. And I think you guys know what I'm going to be going with. It's a very rare occurrence, if you ask me liking a heart pin more than a special pin, but can we all agree that Tara Love pins is so freaking adorable? The animations are amazing. I'm not trying to say Tara Special is bad or anything like that, but it doesn't have too much cuteness involved with it. Tara Love is just a different level, man. It's amazing. So we're transitioning here to Ray V256, which is actually a pretty okay gems account now that I'm looking at it. It's not that all impressive, but hopefully our pin collection is pretty okay over here. Not too bad. Who am I kidding? It's not great. So we're working with 46 different pins on this account, and now that I'm looking at it, not a whole lot stand out to me as like amazing that I'm proud to have over on this account. I mean, we don't even have Poco Special on this account. Oh my gosh, that is horrible. So I think I'm gonna go with B Love. It's a toss up between B, Penny, and Daryl Love, but I'm picking Penny Love over those two because because it's a little bit harder to get, right? It's an epic brawler, so it's a bit more rare. So we're going to be going with B Love. Ray V256, you're kind of slacking when it comes to the pin collection, dude. Rev up your game. So we only have a few more accounts over on this device, and the remaining accounts are kind of more cursed single brawler accounts, so we're not working with a whole lot. We're here on Squeaky Ray, taking a look at the pin collection. Not many, but we got cool ones, that's for sure. So we have 14 pins over here, one-upping the Tara account, the cursed account for Tara. And of course, you guys, we're going to be going with it. Squeak Special. It's so freaking good. I want to pick Squeak Love so dang bad because it's adorable as well, but Squeak Special is a special pin, right? So we're going to be going with this one, that's for sure. Not too shabby. And the final one we have over on this device is Ray Buzz. So again, we're not counting the Buzz skin pins, so we're going to exclude those. So we have a grand total of 12, and I think this one is going to be the very first pin that I've selected in today's video that isn't an epic pin. For some reason, I really enjoy Buzz's cry pin because he's hiding behind the glasses, right? It's just regular Buzz, but you got that tear dripping below the glasses. So dang sad, but still kind of funny for a crying pin, if you ask me. Such a good pin. So starting our journey on our second device over here, beginning with Ray Gemmer. Let's see how our collection is looking over here. All right, so the collection is looking fairly decent, if you ask me, and I already have my favorite over here. Actually, it's a pretty close toss-up, but let's count it up. So surprisingly, we have quite a few different pins over on this account. We have a grand total of 76. Not too shabby, if you ask me. Now, when it comes to my favorite one on this account, it's a toss-up between two different ones, and that is Edgar Hart and Crow Heart, but I have to go with Edgar Hart. I know the Crow Heart should technically be a bit more rare than the Edgar Hart, seeing that he is a legendary brawler, right? It takes a little bit more luck to get Crow in your possession so you can get that pin, but it's just something about the Edgar Hart pin that I really enjoy. I would say it's probably close to my top 5 favorite pins. It's just so unique and weird. I like it. All right, so next up, the Ray with a ton of Ys while being capitalized at the same exact time. The collection is looking pretty goated, if you ask me. I like it. So we have 77 different pins on this account, and I think my favorite one is going to be going to Griff Love. We chose Griff Special over on my other accounts, but I think equally I like Griff Special and Griff Love. I think it really depends on how they're animated moving forward here, and the reason I'm choosing a Griff pin is because it's very difficult to see an account out there with all the Griff pins already. Griff is a relatively newer brawler at the point that I'm recording this video, so it's pretty dang rare, so I have to pick the Griff pins on this account. I mean, not many people can flex a good Griff pin nowadays, that's for sure. So Griff Love, we're going with you, buddy. Super cute. Time for another failed cursed Dynamite account. Feels so dang bad, man, but the collection does not feel bad. It's looking pretty dang decent. 60 is the total pin count over here on this cursed Dyna-Ray account, which is actually really good. What the heck? I'm pretty surprised at the amount that we have over here, and I think I have to go with Dyna Love. It just makes sense, right? You want to have your Dyna pins on an account that has Dynamite in the name, but there are a bunch of other pins on this account that are really good, that's for sure, but gotta go with this one. All right, so moving along to my Ray 4 account, which is a pretty decent gemmed out account. Let's see what we got over here. Not too shabby. Do we have the Edgar Love pin? We do not, but let's count this out. So we got a total of 61 pins over on this account, and I'm going to be going with, for my favorite one, Leon Love. It is the rarest pin that I have on this account, and it's by far one of my favorite pins in the entire game. Such a unique and fun pin. Gotta love it. Moving along to my failed legendary Ray account, which is a pretty dang OP gemmed out account, and if my memory serves me right, I already know which one is going to be my favorite, but let's count it up first. Wow, okay, we have 80 different pins over here, and you guys already know my favorite one is the Colonel Ruffs Pew Pew pin. Such a great special pin animation there. The inferior Pew Pew pin behind Colt, but it's still so dang good. Colonel Ruff has amazing pins. I gotta go with this one. So next, for an account that you don't see a whole lot here in my pin pack opening videos, because we don't have a whole lot of brawlers to get pins over here for, because I don't want to ruin the cursedness, but it is a Colonel Ruffs and Daryl account. So let's see. Not bad. So 18 pins, a little bit on the lower side of things, which we can kind of come to expect given the account. But again, I'm going to be going with Colonel Ruff's Pew Pew. It's such a good pin. Like top 10 for me. So good. So we are here on the Dino Ray 2, a failed Dynamite account who has a total of 59 different pins. And if I had to pick my absolute favorite one, I'm going to be going with Griff Special. We're kind of rotating with the Griff pins. Again, it's very strange to have all of these Griff pins, seeing how early on Griff has been here in the game. So I'll take that all day. Griff pins OP. Moving along to an unfailed cursed Dynamite account, the one where we obtained from the PSG challenge. So we don't have any pins over here. A grand total of 12. And of course, you guys, of course, I'm going with my boy, Dyna Heart, man. Dynamite needs a special pin. I would love that. So over here next on my cursed Colt account, which is still cursed, not failed or anything like that. So let's count it up. We've got 14 different pins over here, and I'm going to be going with Colt Pew Pew all day long. My favorite pin by far. So moving along to my Gemmer Ray count, which as the name implies is a heavily gemmed out account with some higher rarity brawlers over here. So our pins are pretty dang OP. Let's go. We got a total of 75 pins over here. Pretty hefty pin collection on the Gemmer Ray account. Now this is a toss-up between two different pins, and that is Colonel Ruff's Special, which I'm gonna be going with, but I really want to say Lou Special as well. I just really like the Pew Pew Colonel Ruff's one, but seeing that we picked that one so dang much throughout this video, I'm also just kind of mentioning that Lou Special one is so dang good. So let's put that in there. Hey, I know we have Mortis Love over on this account, but it's almost like the principle, guys. It's what is the best pin on this specific account, and I think it's Colonel Ruff's Special. Next, we have my boy Ray Mortis, where the push is going decent. It's very, very challenging to push Mortis here in the meta currently, so go easy on me, guys. Go easy on me, but I think you guys already know which one's going to be my favorite. Out of the 13 different pins on this account, Mortis Love is by far, in a big way, the best pin I have over here. Seeing that it is a cursed Mortis account, it just makes sense to be the absolute best pin for sure. Moving along to one of the most important accounts I own, and that is Trophy Security, the security guard to my OP Ray Trophy Room. So it has 14 different pins on it, and as you can see, we also have Colt unlocked over here, which is pretty dang OP. So of course, we're going with Colt Pew Pew for the best pin over here by far. And seeing that I don't want to log into this Dyna Ray account, I think I only have 12 pins over there because I opened up pin packs on this account before clap pins were a thing, so I have a total of 12. Transitioning over here to one of my more recent cursed accounts that I created, the Ray Griff account, that actually took quite a bit more effort than most of my other cursed accounts because we had to complete a challenge with Shelly alone. So how many pins do I have over here? Let's see. So I only have 10 pins over here, seeing that it is relatively a newer account, but I'm sure you guys already know what pin I'm going to be going with. Griff Love. Adorable. Greater than 3 in the eyes. It's too good, man. So next up is one of my newer Gemmer Ray accounts where we, I think, opened up Brawl boxes in Chief Pat's most recent Brawl box battle, so I'm curious to see how many pins. Yeah, we don't have a lot because it is very, very new. We only have 10 pins over here as well, and can we all just give a round of applause for not having a single Shelly pin, which we've gotten out of pin packs on this account? That is a feat in it of itself, knowing my freaking luck. That's for dang sure. But I'm going with Squeak Love. It is one of the cutest pins in Brawl Stars. Pray for the day that this pin gets animated to come so dang quick, because they are going to be stellar once they are. I cannot wait. And then the final accounts before we get into the big 3 main accounts that I play on the most, we have Box Equals Pain, another very, very new account. Can you guys believe this luck? We have 4 pins on this account, and 2 of which are Shelly's. Come on, game. Quit freaking torturing me with Shelly pins. So like I said before, we are next transitioning over here to the main mini account and then ending off with the main account. And I'm sure you guys can all guess that we have quite a few pins over here. So this is going to be rounding off the group quite a lot. Wow, you guys, we have 150 pins on this account. Are you seeing this collection? Guys, they're called my main minis for a reason. We are decked out over here. Holy crap. And of course, we have Ray Colt here. And we also have Colt Pew Pew. Of course, this is my favorite pin on this account. It just makes sense, man. Ray Colt having Colt Special. My goodness, it's a match made in heaven. Let's freaking go. Next, we have Tri Bray, which technically is older than my Ray Colt account. So I don't know, it might have even more than that account. Let's see. Yep, everybody, we have a grand total of 157 pins over here, outclassing Ray Colt by 7 pins. And my favorite pin over here is going to be going to my Dynamite Love pin. Guys, when it comes to my main account, I just want pins for my favorite brawlers. So seeing that we have Dynamite Love on one of my main accounts, I'm very, very happy to have that, even though we have a ton of amazing pins on this account. But next, heading into my main. So the main account. This account is by far going to have the most pins out of all the accounts that we win over here in today's video, and I'm very excited to see just what pins we have over here, making it so hard for me to get the pins that I need. You guys, I have a total of 251 pins on this account that I've opened out of pin packs, epic pin packs, or pin pack offers. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is freaking insane. Holy crap. And as sad as it sounds, you guys, I really don't have that many great pins for the brawlers that I really, really enjoy over here. No real crazy Colt pins, no Mortis pins, no Dynamite pins. So I have to go with my fourth favorite brawler, and that is Leon Hart. I think that's the best pin that I have over on my main account. Pretty dang crazy, in my opinion. I have a ton of pins. I just like this one the most on my main. And you guys thought we were done there. I forgot to mention this one, my Legendary Ray cursed account, my quintessential magnum opus cursed account in Brawl Stars. So taking a look at what we're working with over here, a lot of legendary pins, baby. So we got a total of 40 pins on this account. And if I had to say my favorite pin over here, I'm going to be going with Crow Love. We have Leon Love over there, but I really don't have that many Crow Heart pins on any of my accounts, so it's really cool to see. It's a very unique one, right? He's turned away. He's shy also about showing off his love. So yeah, guys, 40 on this account. Now, the only thing left to do is to add all the pins up that we went over here in today's video to get a grand total. Wow. So I just got done adding every single pin that I have here in Brawl Stars, and the grand total at the end of the day is 2,397 pins. Guys, I have the biggest pin collection in all of Brawl Stars. I bet you no one has more than me, dude. I open up pin packs like it's nothing. But yeah, everyone, that's where we're going to be wrapping up today's video. 2,397 pins over all of my accounts here in Brawl Stars. My goodness, this video took 1 hour and 46 minutes to record. Holy crap, it might be a bit of a longer one, but I think it's a nice kind of way to see how far we've come in these pin pack openings in the series that we have here on the channel. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the longer video, but if you did enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, everybody.